I always say having milk cows is kind of like having giant toddlers. Good morning, Donna here at Hazelbell Farm. Welcome to my farm. We have a lot going on. I think I may have bitten off more than I can chew. Just like a lot going on, and I just remembered that I have to wash jars before I can even milk this morning, so I kind of want to kick myself right now, but you know, just another day in paradise. Here we go. Check out my new shed door. So we had a big windstorm a few weeks ago, and this door was propped open, and I guess it was just held on with really small screws. Not this door, a different door was held on with short screws, and it got ripped right off the hinges. But my husband built a new door out of lumber we had. These are fence boards that we use, and he made a fun little handle and latch out of deer horns, so that's kind of neat. So come along. So here we are. I have no room. I have no clean jar. I have like one clean jar. So I have to scrub and sanitize these before I can even put the machine together to milk. So I frequently tell people that you don't understand the amount of dishes that are required when you start milking a cow until you start milking the cow. And between filtering buckets and funnels and, you know, just all the equipment used in milking and the jars that we use to store and sell our milk in, this is just the everyday. But in addition to that, anytime you're making anything like yogurt or cheese or ice cream or just separating cream or all of the things require an exponential amount of dishes to wash, and it's just in addition to your everyday dishes. So if you're thinking about getting a milk cow, consider that, the time it takes to wash more dishes. And sure, you can put a lot of it in the dishwasher, but these jars in particular are the ball jars. We do throw them in the dishwasher if we're in a pinch, but the glass is different from their canning jars, and they're not designed for the dishwasher. So it will make them a little more fragile and easier to break. So we try not to put them in the dishwasher if we don't have to. Like I said, sometimes I just get so backed up and stick one or two in there. But for the most part, we try not to. So I've decided that I'm only going to wash enough that I need this morning, save the rest for this afternoon, because I really need to get on the road to go pick up that beef. I'm just kicking the can down the road basically, but you know, that's gonna be what I do right now. I'm in survival mode. I also have some house projects that I decided to do, since we do have a big party coming up this weekend, and like painting and light construction, caulking, and that kind of thing. And so, like I said, I'm kicking myself. I have bitten off more than I can chew. I've got a lot to get to. The babies are coming out. Come on, babies. Good mama. You're a good mama. They're so cute. Hello. Hello. She's so cute. Chicks are doing great. I'm going to add some clean bedding. Oh no, it looks like we lost one last night. Well, that stinks. But that is part of raising meat birds. Alright, I better clean that out. Guess I'm never too busy to stop and take a time out to see the kitties. Huh. You're so cute. They're just starting to play a little bit with one another. I don't even know that they know that they're playing, but they're so fun. This is how I walk Dolly in. She just follows me. She knows where we're going. She knows what we're doing. She stops for a second to nibble on some grass out here in the yard. Other than that, she's ready to go. Say hey. Say hey. So, if she's coming from one field to the next, she just follows. Now going back, She doesn't always want to go back. So I usually have to halter her and walk her on a rope. She does pretty well though. All right, girl. She knows right where to go. You know right where to go, don't you, pretty girl? All right. In you go. Thank you. The sheep want to come too. Hey, Mary. Look what I found. A little tomato plant. Got a couple of flowers on it too. All right, I think Dolly's about finished. I've already opened the gate for her in case she was done before me. She'll take a minute to come out. She looks that trough clean. You ready? Come on, Dolly. Come on, girl. She's gonna check everything out, make sure I didn't leave any feed in there. And that's why that board is right there. Come on, Dolly. Let's go, baby. Come on, Dolly. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, don't squish me. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Dolly. Wait, you just gonna stand there and look at me? Let's go, Dolly. I really should have put her halter on already. Come on, baby girl. Let's go. Let's go. You're okay. You don't like that camera, do you? Is that what it is? You don't want the camera? Okay, come on. Let's see if she'll fall in. Come on, there you go. Atta girl. Here she comes. Is that different? We just painted this building yesterday. I guess she noticed. That's funny. I always say having milk cows is kind of like having giant toddlers. Sometimes that's truer than other times. If they don't want to do what you want them to do, it can be difficult. Especially if you don't have a way to control them, like with a halter. And she doesn't love getting her halter on either. She's gonna be a good girl today. Oh, we're twisting. But it's okay. It's short term. Dolly, stop. Stop. Good girl. She's pretty good at stop. All right, let's see. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Good girl. And we're off. I called the butcher, and we have not raised any of our own pork this last year. We just, like I said, I just repacked some pork. It's like the end of the last hogs that we took exactly a year ago. And we just haven't gotten to where we're raising pork yet since we've moved. And so this butcher who has our beef also sells pork. And they sell pork for cheaper than I can raise it. I've heard really good things about it, so we're gonna give it a try. I'm picking up one for our family. I'm gonna split with my parents, and one for a friend's family. And so I'm loaded up with coolers and totes, and the meat is gonna come in brown paper sacks. And so yeah, that's how I'll get it home. I've got about an hour and 40-minute drive there, and then an hour 40 back. So I'm gonna plug in my favorite podcast and just have myself a relaxing ride. Well, I am rolling out of the butcher's. I've got a whole steer. Here's a smaller steer, but a whole steer and 2 hogs. So headed home for my Let's see, my GPS says it's an hour and 49 minutes home. I may have a stop on the way to go ahead and drop off one of these hogs, but we'll see. So, more to come. Okay, I'm home. Back from the butcher. Ran another errand, and I'm home. There's so much to do. I'm in the garden for a few minutes. It really is just like a sanity saving moment to get out here, and thought I'd show you guys a couple of things. Okay, so first, that is my current row of green beans over there. There's a hole where they're not growing so well. But this is new soil, and I've told you guys a little bit about that in the past. I found some green beans that are ready. So I went ahead and picked them. A question I get a lot is, when do I pick my beans? And one mistake that I often find new gardeners make is that they wait until they can get the biggest possible bean. I actually see more on a plant I'm gonna go grab, show you. It's really it's not about the length, it's about the diameter of the bean. So if they get any bigger than like the diameter of a pencil, you're not gonna want to keep those. They're gonna be tough and woody. I'm not sure about this green bean seed. I bought some really cheap seed, and I'm second guessing my choices on that right now. These are supposed to be Blue Lake bush beans, and many of them are growing like a flat bean, and that's not what they're supposed to be. So these, if I let these guys get any bigger, they're gonna get tough and stringy, and we don't want that. All right, I'll come back and check tomorrow. The rest that I left are kind of at the point where I'm gonna have to check them every day. Another thing I realized is these are some of our onions. They don't look great. They're okay. They went in a little bit late. Again, poor soil, all of that. But this is when you want to go ahead and pick them. When the tops are flopping over like this, this guy's gonna be done. Go ahead and pick them. So it's not a bad onion. So all in all, the garden season kind of hurts this year, because while I have beds set up, I have plants in the ground, and I have a few things trickling in here and there, it's not my best gardens. I've grown much better in the past. So like these onions, for example, I've grown beautiful large bulbing onions that are ready to come out this time of year. And right now, I've got some onions, and I'm grateful for that, but I've done much, much better in the past. So anyway, we'll see. I'm usually getting some tomatoes by now, at least some cherry tomatoes, and I don't have that yet. I'm gonna pan around the other side. I hope the sun doesn't wash it out, but I think I spotted a zucchini to pick too, so I'll go check that. Okay, this is a perfect size zucchini for the kitchen. So when you pick your zucchini or yellow squash, you just want to give it a twist. Perfect. Let's go see what else we can find. The sunflower head. It's pretty. Well, I think that's going to be all for now as far as the picking goes. I've got some blackberries I can pick still. There's one little tiny strawberry. We moved these strawberry plants a little while ago. So before I moved them, I had a few large berries, and they were amazing. Since I've moved them, I've only gotten a few small ones. And while they be small, they be mighty. They're good. So much flavor. I've been trying to pick the flowers off when I see them, but sometimes I miss them and they start to grow into berries. But really hoping that this strawberry bed grows into a beautiful, beautiful providing bed for us next year. So yeah, I think that's it. I've got some celery tops I could use if I wanted, but I'm not making a soup or anything. It's a bit hot for that. I've got some basil I can bring in. But I think that's it as far as picking from the garden. So I will show you one more thing I have going on right now, and that is some chicken litter water. And I filled this bucket up almost 48 hours ago. I dropped a couple of shovelfuls? I don't know. I shoveled some chicken manure in here, some dirt out of the coop where they sleep from underneath their roost. Filled it up with water, stirred it up yesterday a bit, stirred it up today. You can see it's nice and bubbly. It does stink to high hell, but it does stink to high heaven, but I am going to fertigate, or that is irrigate and fertilize simultaneously some of these plants. And hopefully that will help build our soil by using that manure, adding some microbial life to the soil. Doing that helps to unlock the nutrients for the plants to take up. And so, yeah, these are first year gardens. So we'll get what we can get. I'll keep throwing some organic fertilizers down. It's just going to take a lot to build them up. Getting ready to work on a big compost project starting next week, and I can't wait to share that with you. So for now, thanks for watching. I'm going to go send out some messages that beef is ready for pickup to some customers and feed my family. So I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Let me know what kind of questions you have in the comments. Share the video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.